Sweet.
All right, let's try this again.
Okay. All right. After several false starts, welcome everyone to the first podcast slash recording that we are doing for our channel. This is going to be a regular thing. We're going to try to do it weekly. And working title right now is Tea Time with Hatter and Hare.
Yeah.
My name is Matthew, otherwise known as Hatter, and this is my...
I'm Ford, or the Timely Hare.
Sweet. And today, for the inaugural episode, we are going to be talking about basically what's on everybody's mind nowadays. No, it's not everyone being locked up in their house. It's not the coof. And it's not the disaster of an election that we seem to be going through. No, it's the fact that Cyberpunk 2077 came out. And, depending on who you ask, it kind of sucks. And in ways you wouldn't expect, both from a gameplay's perspective and what's going on, and I guess the optics of CD Projekt Red. And Ford here has been kind enough to look into the current situation with CD Projekt Red, and he is going to kick us off. So why don't you, what's going on exactly?
Okay, so basically the game is absolute ass on old stuff. That's putting it real lightly. Because apparently you look here and, oh boy, this PS1 demake. Granted, I think that's just satire, but either way. Yeah, it's so bad on old generation consoles, like your Xbox Ones and your PS4s, that it probably should have never come out on your system. So because it's so bad, as you can read here, it says, following our discussion with PlayStation, we've temporarily suspended distribution of Cyberpunk on the PlayStation Store. And if we go back here...
So I would just like to bring something to people's attention. You can still buy it, and thanks for your money, actual game coming next year. Actually, you know what? Before we continue, I would like to say that I made this joke to you. Yes. That even after the release of the game, we're still going to find out that it's delayed. So I want everyone to know that this is exactly what just happened. The game was released, and it still managed to be delayed. So that's next level incompetence. But I want to bring somebody's attention, going back to the coof, you can still buy physical versions of the game in brick and mortar stores. Which ones? I guarantee you are not going to find any brick and mortar stores, at least in our area, or I think in the United States, that's going to have copies of this game for the PS4 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening.
No.
But
so to piggyback over that, talking about not having stuff, and we kind of alluded, and granted you're probably already looking on the screen, but they're giving refunds.
Yeah, I didn't look up the exact number, but I could, this could have been just pulled out of somebody's ass, but I think the number, like the value, the total value of people's refunds, I think this is including all systems, numbers in like the millions of dollars.
Ooh.
It is a ton of money.
This is a big oof for CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that, and this is something that people need to keep in mind, is CD Projekt Red get a lot of leeway. They get a lot of leeway because of their past with The Witcher 3, the Witcher series in general. GOG, like they get a lot of cred for running GOG, which
Oh,
is not
ho, ho, ho. Is there news about GOG that I learned from Linus at the WAN show?
okay. Sweet. So we'll
Boom.
get on there, but just it's GOG is not profitable. Like I think like a couple years ago, it only made like a total of $14,000, which is
Yeah.
enough for like a good laptop. So GOG pretty much runs that. Or I'm sorry, CD Projekt
I was gonna
Red
say
pretty much.
$14,000 for a good laptop. Wow.
Okay, a set of good a set of good laptops.
Uh huh.
Um, and so they run this. They run GOG on the idea that either one, it's going to pay off in the future, or two, they just want to bring DRM free games. Now, because they are a company, I am inclined to believe it is the former, but I would like to believe that the optics of it is the latter. That looks funny.
Which one?
The one right there. I want to see it. Yeah, there you go. It's that sums it up perfectly. Cyberpunk is nothing but pain.
Yep.
Exactly.
So,
But
so
you
go
said you
on.
learned something about GOG. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I can't remember the specific game name at this particular point, which is probably a fault of my own. But apparently there was this game that was put out by and I don't care what you think about this internet. Taiwan. It was in Taiwan where this game was being made. Take that as you will. Okay, so there was apparently this game in Taiwan that was being made, and it had released some. When it released the game, it had certain things in the game that were demeaning of a particular CCP leader, and depicting them as a fun-loving bear who likes honey in the game. And they had come, and it was on Steam apparently, and also on GOG or whatever, and like the Steam I think took it down, or I don't think Steam itself took it down. It was like the producer or whatever who was making the game took it down, but eventually recently GOG recently took it down, and as they claimed was from outreach from gamers and other things. And for those of you who might circle around in the tech YouTube space and know Linus of Linus Tech Tips, he does his weekly show, WAN show. He talked about how he doesn't suspect that it was a gamers, big air quotes. It was probably a game person, aka Pooh Bear CCP guy.
And the game is called Devotion, by the way.
Oh, that's the one? Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, they took it down. And a lot of people are crying foul at CD Projekt Red because of it. Because they're like, wow, out of all of the game companies, you were the last one, and now you're no longer cool.
Well, this is this is something people got to kind of get out of their head, and it's that CD Projekt Red is, no matter what they do, no matter what they create, they are now a AAA studio. You misspelled it,
I know.
but go for it. It is they are a AAA game or a AAA developer, and with AAA developers, you are always going to get the same thing, which is massive strings attached to their profit margins. Which, don't get me wrong, I can respect it because that's why they got into it in the first place. They want to make money. But what we've seen now is, I guess, is CD Projekt's Red total transformation. And the crazy thing is like I heard whispers of this, so I'm not sure how much it's going around, but this is CD Projekt Red making full face turn and turning into what is essentially another EA. They're bowing to the people who are going to make them the most money, and who's going to make them the most money?
Oh yeah.
It's going it's going to be how many 1.2 billion Chinese people
Mm-hmm.
in a foreign country. So unfortunately, the based Polacks are no longer on Gamer's side. They're on Winnie the Pooh's.
So this lovely image here leads me into something I had brought up earlier in person to Matt. Uh, but I'll get there in just a second. But yeah, go back to the Winnie the Pooh stuff. I mean, it's the same thing when people were all upset at Blizzard, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh no, Blizzard did what they did. That really sucks. Too late. I already spent all my money buying their games, so playing them doesn't earn them more money. So might as well keep playing the games that I already bought.
Yeah,
So oops,
but it's making sure you don't buy anything else.
I haven't yet.
I don't think I
So
have an installer anymore.
oh, I do. Well, some of their stuff is still free, but um regardless. All right, so this picture leads me into something that I was having a conversation with Matt earlier, where I was like, yeah, but Cyberpunk, it runs well on current gen stuff. You know, the 3080 and the 3090 with DLSS on to 4K and ray tracing. It's not that bad. Um
The
yeah.
game runs fine on my PC is coming.
So Matt, you have some thoughts on that one?
Yeah, this line of attack is nonsense because we have what we essentially have is a game that's been in development for 8 years. Here here's another thing, it's nonsense. When did the 2080 Ti's come out? 2 years ago?
The 2080 Ti?
Yeah,
Didn't that
a
come
year.
out? Yeah, probably about a year and a half. It came out
Okay,
not that long ago.
okay. So from what I've heard is that this game is even struggling to run with 2080 Ti's. They came out with a cyberpunk version of a 2080 Ti.
Yeah, they did.
They made this game with the intention of it running on the 20 series in some respect.
Uh-huh.
But what we have is it is a developed product, so it is developed so incompetently that it couldn't meet it they couldn't meet the deadline. They couldn't meet the
Mm-hmm.
deadline several times.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't get it to run on the expected systems, which was the last generation and the 20 series. And even on the new series, from what I've heard, it runs barely well enough. Like it barely runs. Like weren't you saying like on the 3080 series, like on high settings it might get 45 to 50?
Yeah, something like that. I was watching Linus and he was having some struggles. The 3080 definitely chugged at native 4K. But if you did 4K DLSS, which means it's sampling it up from 1440 up into 4K, it ran fairly well. I think it was in the 40s to 60s. I think I can't quite remember. It's been like a week or two, which poor memory on my part. But yeah, it ran fairly well. I mean, he was pleasantly surprised with the whole thing. But as soon as he really tried to crank it and play it native settings, nah, it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, so and I would like to say that this meme right here uh one that looks like it's all in German, so interesting that we even found our way here. But
Yeah, right.
fuck, you just ended up on German Twitter.
I just kept scrolling down, man.
Yeah, but so this meme kind of signifies what's going to happen here. So CD Projekt Red, by the state of the game, the way they acted, the way they acted with GOG, they have lied to the fan base multiple times on the standards of this game.
Mm.
I don't have the I don't have a reference to for you, but I'll look it up later and I'll put it in post production. Um, there was an employee there who I guess quote unquote let it leak that the game development wasn't going so well. CD Projekt Red fired them, and then literally less than a month later, they can pretty much confirmed what they said.
Oof.
Um, now I have no idea what that says.
I have.
Dewey Mama,
Yeah.
let's do a translate.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
um, and like, don't get me wrong. I guess you could say, oh, they shouldn't have leaked this information. It's like, all right, fine, but it still stands that Cyberpunk fired them, put out a statement that they were wrong, and then confirmed it less than a month later.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red has lied about the development of this game for years, since before the release of Witcher 3. They haven't been like, people aren't going to like hearing this. They haven't been good about this.
Mm-hmm.
And they've acted like any other AAA. And that meme that you had up showed what's already going to happen is that just as like there's like this quote unquote quote unquote there is a console fan thing. People are going to defend them.
Oh yeah.
Like, people will defend them lying. People will defend the state of the game. The game had they announced the game 8 years ago, and it still got released in this state. Do you know what game has had that same amount of delay time but released in a better state than this?
Oh, which one?
Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh god.
Released in a better state than this game.
Um. Um. Okay. You and I know damn well you were working at GameStop when this happened. How shitty was pre-ordering for that game?
Duke Nukem?
Yes.
It was awful. When that game was announced and it was finally released, if I remember correctly, there was like 3 pre-orders, and they sent like 50 copies of the game, and they sat on our shelf for like a month. Nobody wanted that game. Nobody wanted that game.
Exactly. It's not it. Okay. Maybe in a better state, but literally no one wanted that game. They pushed pre-orders. Again, I know I wasn't at GameStop when it happened. You were, but they pushed pre-orders so hard on that game, it almost broke GameStop then.
Yeah, it was really bad. And now I don't know the details of that, but it was really bad. But yeah, so it's not an exact comparison, but yeah. Oh yeah. But don't worry, guys. You get to choose your dick size. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, like, and whether it's circumcised or not. Like, it's insane to me what the focus of CD Projekt Red has been. Like, and going into what I play into the game. I bought the game on the day it came out. I bought it on PC, and for everybody's
it.
Yeah, and for everybody's and for everybody's just for reference, I have a 2070 Super. And now don't get me wrong, that's not like a freaking 2080 Ti or a 3080, but a 2070 Super could run almost every single game in at least either 1440 or 2K. Like, there is the 2070 Super is a good card. This game chugs on it. Like, I have to turn shadows off just for it to run at 50. And I have to knock everything down to medium. The absolutely horrid way this game is optimized is unacceptable. And this becomes one of those things where fans and gamers in general, and this is our huge weakness. People, when CD Projekt Red makes another game, whatever it's going to be, people will still pre-order and they'll still buy it in the millions.
Oh yeah,
it's the same thing with like look at that, like that super fancy Xbox One X, but it can't play on it.
It barely runs it.
Exactly.
So,
like,
go on.
Go ahead.
You say.
No, I was gonna say so anybody out there who's saying that like, oh, this, my PC runs it fine, and you're rocking like a 3090 or a 3080, like, and I don't know if this was Linus Tech Tips attitude on it, but your the way they were supposed to make this game, your card was overpowered for it. And what they essentially did is that they made a product on not even obsolete hardware. They made a game that cannot run on what it was made for. It is essentially like
Yeah.
everybody makes the joke about like Todd Howard
It just works.
re-releasing Skyrim on everything. Like there's jokes of like him releasing it for like your microwave. It's
Not
like
not only that, but Microsoft bought them, and if you have the Game Pass like you do, you're buying the game every month.
yeah,
He
but
did it, gentlemen. He did it.
but but it's imagine if that happened in real life. If somebody made a game, if CD Projekt Red essentially they made an Xbox game but bundled it with a PlayStation. That's literally what we're at. Like it's not the exact same comparison, but you know what I'm saying. They bundled it with something it cannot play on.
Yeah, I mean, and it was one of those things where Linus did. He wasn't touting how great they were. It was more like, yeah, the parts that are fun, but you can't look past some of these shortfalls. And one of the things that he had mentioned on the WAN show was basically that it if it was going to run this poorly on last gen consoles, it should have been a next gen exclusive.
Yeah, yeah, and
Now, when it comes to computers, that's a completely other thing. As this wonderful meme is bringing up, Grant, I know the argument I've made, but I haven't personally played it on my 1070. So which it'll ruin this card. It'll eat it up. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like this dude is running probably a fat system in this meme if we're to follow what this is supposed to be. You got the top of the line Intel processor, pretty much top of the line RTX card until they come out with the TIs. And he's probably running some like stupid dummy fast RAM and all this other BS. And he's probably still having it crash every so often. If we're to read into this meme.
Yeah, and just even getting past the optimization, because we could be this is like beating a dead horse. The optimization is bad. It's developed for they made it for systems that it cannot run. They created a 2080 Ti for it. The 2080 Ti chugs with it. It doesn't run it. That's not even getting to the aspects of like forget optimization. Going to like the basic building blocks of the game and the bugs. So I've had some time with this game.
Yeah.
Like I said, I bought it day one, and I've probably put about an hour and a half to 2 hours into it. And then I kind of I stopped because I have to wait. I'm gonna have to restart when the updates come by.
Yep.
I have run into bugs that are so ridiculous that they break the game. And I'm not just talking about like crashing.
Uh-huh.
So they have their minor ones. Oh, my partner, the Hispanic guy who's like I don't know, he just does random jobs. You end up working for him. I've done a few things where I'm on a mission with him and his whole entire body just disappears and it's just his guns floating in the air.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you saying that.
But that's not the worst one. So the class that I was going for, I'm going for like a dex/strength build, right?
Uh-huh.
I want to have a huge focus on like melee attacks with like the mantis talons and stuff.
You started Corpo, right?
Started as Corpo
With a medium-sized schlong.
with a standard PP.
Cool. That's an important feature of your character. Keep going.
Yes, big PP, small PP, standard PP, or uncircumcised big PP, whatever you want it to be,
Or
whatever
vagina.
or vagina, whatever PP power or vag power you want, it'll be there. But one of the powers, and I think there's a different version of this in every single branch. One of the powers that you get for a physical build of some sort is the ability to regenerate health automatically, right?
Uh-huh.
I got this ability, it doesn't work.
Oh shit.
And I don't mean as in like, oh, it's too slow. It doesn't function. You turn it on and it just does not work. You I got to I forgot what chapter it was. It was super early. It was probably like second chapter. I got to the second chapter, the second part of the game,
Uh.
and as I'm there's a okay, so it almost like it's almost like you're supposed to take this route. You're supposed to get this health thing because the difficulty like jumps up. It jumps up like it doubles in difficulty. Like the enemies just become ridiculously like they have like pistols and they're sniping you from across whatever
Oh
map
shit.
you're
Well, I mean, they have
on.
fancy futuristic cybernetics. I
Sure,
mean,
sure, and it's so hard that my class and the way I wanted to play basically becomes useless because they just make it's so hard. You don't regenerate health. The enemies just pretty much headshot you from across the map with pistols. It's ridiculous. This game is broken from the ground up, and whatever excuse you think you can make for it, like there's just nothing. It's just bad. And like we're looking here on CD Projekt Red's or Cyberpunk game, sorry, one of their variations
mm-hmm.
of their Twitter handles, and like hold on, scroll back up, go to that one that has 306,000 likes. Down,
uh,
next one down, that one.
yeah, this is the one that we were just on a little bit
Okay,
ago.
so dear gamers, let's sum this up. Dear gamers, we released a product that doesn't work. I'm really sorry. 306,000 likes.
Yeah.
And
And
grant,
PS gamers will also be getting regular updates and fixes improving the game.
all right, sweet. How about you should have just released? You should have just released it in a working state to begin with. And this goes back to what I was saying was like
Oh, shit.
companies are just
Elon Musk commented.
there you go. What does he have to say?
He posted this.
And I quickly realized it's not the game I've been thinking about. Oh my god, yeah. So this guy, if this is a Poe, good on you. If it's not, you need to get a life. I cried myself to sleep and haven't been able to function. I end up crying whenever I think about the game, and I don't even want to touch my PS4. This was supposed to be the future of gaming. Now I don't know what else I have to look forward to. So he's probably, if he's being serious, he's probably going to kill himself.
Oh God.
Um, yeah, I
But
know.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk on his post got less likes than Cyberpunk did for apologizing for their screw ups.
Yeah, he did.
It's so bad, dude. So going back to what I was saying, one thing gamers have to do in general, and this is kind of like old hat at this point, like it's been said, um, is that we need to stop giving these people our money because what's going to happen is that they're going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red is going to that guy, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who disappeared, and all I saw was
Got it.
his guns. They're going to keep doing this. They're and no amount of like, oh, we got Keanu to appear in the game. Which, by the way, he sounds like, dude. He sounds like he phoned in his lines from freaking space. Like he doesn't
Damn.
sound. It doesn't sound great. Um, and oh, and hey, look at that! I just got another download update for my Cyberpunk game. But yeah, another hot fix, another 5 GB hot fix. Let's see if it does anything.
Is it hotfix number 6?
It's 1.06. Yes. Um, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I honestly don't know what else can be said. if you have yet to buy this game and you're thinking about buying it, don't. Bluntly,
Too
don't.
late for me.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Uh, don't buy this game until one, all the issues are fixed, and even then, I would wait till it goes on a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Like like the state of this game is insane. Even with all the issues fixed, like the shooting is kind of like subpar.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we can kind of just say that this is like kind of like a on the spot review. Um, one thing that maybe people don't realize, and obviously there's going to be exceptions, is once a type of game or something comes out, a standard is set, depending on what it is. So, and this could be gameplay wise, this could be storytelling, this could even be like apologetics. Like as an example for the apologetics part, to show you what I mean. You're a big fan of the Metroid series, right?
I'm a fairly Intuit fan. I didn't play the games that were on the Wii or the first
Uh,
person were they were like the real first person ones that they had done. But yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So when the new Metroid was announced several years ago, and you probably already know what I'm going to say,
I think so.
um, they a couple years, 2 or 3 years after it had been in development, and they were getting closer and closer to the release. Instead of lying, instead of coming up with an excuse, instead of saying, "Oh, we just need to polish some things," the developer of the game and his team put up a post on, I think they're on Nintendo's YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially said, and they even bowed because they're Japanese. They even bowed and said, "We are going to have to start from scratch. It's not going the way we want. We sincerely apologize and hope that you're patient with us."
Mm-hmm.
Um, it wasn't some generic post on their Twitter with it was literally a, "We are sorry for everything. We're going to have to start from the ground up. It's not going to be it's not coming out the way we want it to come out. We're going to have to do this again."
Mm-hmm.
So that sets a standard, whether people realize it or not. That sets a standard for how companies or developer, because Nintendo has other issues. Let's say developers, how developers should
Developers,
act.
developers, developers.
How developers should act when regarding their fan base.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red has not met that standard. Now, that's going into, so that's still in the optics game. Now we're getting into the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
However you feel about, say, Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's iterative, you never really liked them, blah blah blah. I played the last Call of Duty, not the new one that just came out, the one that came out before it. I put quite a few hours in it. I've played Modern Warfare and all of them. One thing that Call of Duty and Activision did really really well, or Infinity Ward, sorry, did
Mm-hmm.
really well with those games is the first person shooting controls are so smooth and so intuitive that they became the standard for first person shooters.
In its particular genre of first person
Well,
shooters, yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. Obviously, there's going to be differences depending on the genre of game. Like you could change out the you could change out like what certain buttons do. Like you could click down the right if you're using a controller, click down the right stick button, and it doesn't have to melee. Or you have your bumper buttons for like skills instead of like grenades. Correct?
Uh-huh.
I'm not talking about that though. What I'm talking about is how it feels.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to explain it. I'll try to put it into words. But when you're playing a Call of Duty game or a good FPS, when you're aiming the gun or you're aiming the gun, looking down the sights, it's a smooth motion. It's like it's so hard to describe. It is a single motion that goes through, and like your movement, the way your character aims on the sight, the way he looks around. There's no stuttering. You're not seeing the you're not seeing the I guess you could say like the AI or the game trying to understand what you're doing. It's so hard
Okay.
for me to explain. All I can really say is what I want you to do, what I would do is if you have a Call of Duty game, open up Call of Duty, go into just target practice and aim down the sight or turn around and spin your character and just feel how smooth it is. This
Oh,
game is
okay.
uh this game is the exact opposite. When you have a gun, when you have an assault rifle and you aim down the sight, there is literally like a half second to a 1 second stutter where the like you're so imagine you're holding a gun at your hip, right?
Mm-hmm.
You aim the gun in real life, you would bring it straight up and directly to your eye.
Yeah.
In Cyberpunk, it's like your character brings it up to their shoulder and then brings it up to their eye. There's like just the simple act of aiming is like a 2 or 3 step thing.
Uh-huh.
It's so bad. It's a quality of life thing that you would never realize unless you're paying attention. Like until it's gone, you never realize that what it is that you're missing.
Yeah.
And it's not good. And the shooting was one of the things that they were open about how what they have to fix. They said, "Oh, the shooting." Like this was like a year ago. It's like, "Oh, we're gonna have to push it back because the shooting is subpar." It's still subpar. It's still
Okay.
not. It's still not good. Um, I haven't gotten far enough to kind of give you the like RPG elements of it, but it's an
Uh-huh.
action RPG. They're probably super light. And like I said, some of their talents, the perks you get, they don't even work. So
Gotcha.
this game is not in a fit state.
That's not
It's not
good.
good. It's really not. That's nice.
Yeah. It's censored, so it's okay for YouTube.
Dude, you. Oh, and here's the thing. Hey, go on YouTube and look up nude yoga. It's not censored at all. So there's a little fun fact for you.
Yeah, have fun with that. I'm not
Yeah, have
doing
fun.
it right now.
No, no, no. Have fun with that though. I hope everybody enjoys that and what it brings up.
Yes.
But yeah, like I mean, I could beat this into the ground. I could go on forever, but I just end up repeating myself. Was there anything else, like maybe
Oh
something?
yeah, I've got a couple more things that are kind of fun and will lighten the mood. I'm gonna start with the one thing that's not gonna lighten the mood so much. So let us transition. I'm going to let me know if you can still see it after I close this.
I can.
Or actually, wait. Oh no.
Oh
Did it?
no,
Oh.
what?
All right. Are you still seeing the other page?
Yeah.
Okay. One sec. One sec. You'll see. You might want to edit part of this out.
Forward boomer time.
Yeah, right. No, I know what I'm doing. I just. Oh. All right. Share screen. And we are going to.
Are we still recording?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good. I think I'm gonna leave this in just because it's funny.
Okay.
You're watching Ford unable to change screens.
All right. Can you see what I have up here?
I see Twitter.
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Okay. All right, you see Dwayne, a thing that says Dwayne Haskins?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So here's where we're going to get ever so slightly political and away from the games real quick. We'll come back to games here in a second. This is going to be real quick. So Dwayne Haskins, as we know in this particular time period, we're dealing with the vid, and things of that sort. This dude is younger than me, so he's part of that young age group that is a bane of all existence of COVID people.
So Zoomer.
Yeah, something like that. And he's 6'3". He's what does it say? He was captain of a football team, the Washington. That's right. They're no longer the Redskins. So the Washington football team. he got fined, as it says here from ESPN, $40,000 by the Washington football team, and is no longer captain.
For what? I didn't hear about this.
I
What
know.
happened?
I turned on my local radio station and news radio, and this happened to be what popped up, and I was like, no way, I got to talk about this. I think this is funny because I have opinions. All right, I'm gonna go down, and yeah. So why are we talking about this?
Dwayne Haskins under fire for maskless strip club photos.
Yep, that's why he got docked. Because he got photos taken of him at a strip club.
Now, did they find him
Maskless.
because he was at... Okay, so did they find him because he wasn't wearing a mask, or did they find him because he was at a strip club?
See, and this is what I wanted to bring up. This is why I thought this was funny. How much?
Are they clear on it?
How much do you want to bet that if this was any other time of year, no one would have given us, or sorry, if anything else was happening, if the vid did not happen, no one would have given a single damn about Dwayne Haskins at a strip club. But you know what they do care about now? Is the optics of being at a strip club without a mask. Now, is that why he got fined? I have zero idea, but I'm making some wide assumptions here, and I'm going to say they fined him because of the optics of not wearing a mask in a public space.
Jesus Christ. People need to, get over themselves.
I'm just throwing it out there. I have no idea.
Yeah, I wish I mean, Dwayne Haskins apologizes for maskless stripper parties.
Yes, yes, he did.
So here's the thing, he even has to, you can tell that the fact that he's not wearing a mask is what the people's issue is.
Probably.
Because if it wasn't, they would literally just say he apologizes for stripper party. But no, every single headline is going to be maskless stripper party, maskless stripper party, maskless stripper party.
Yep. And he's no longer captain.
Fine quarterback Dwayne Haskins removed him from the role of team captain 3 days after he was photographed in an event with strippers while not. Yeah, there you go. While not wearing a mask. And he's wearing a mask in his so he's wearing a mask in his apology video where
he's probably at home.
And and it's not even covering this. Oh, there you go. He fixes it. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean,
I just wanted to throw this in here as it's laughable.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Listen, if you have premorbidities, fine, take care of yourself. Don't trip off a millionaire football player at a strip club who decided not to wear a mask.
So
if you're upset by this in any way, you need to calm yourself.
Apparently, it was his girlfriend's birthday party.
There you go.
Where strippers were present. I heard something somewhere where it was also because someone got or no, it was a different thing. Never mind. But it was someone else got hit or not fined, but they were no for things, and yeah. So we know that it's probably the mask thing. If it says here is quote, "I know I shouldn't have put my team at risk. I shouldn't have been there. We were more than 10 people not wearing masks, and that's a violation regardless of where it was at." So if he was taking a
strings pulling that.
So if he again, they probably don't care that he was at a strip club. It's this right here.
Yeah.
But we might not know. But either way, still think that was funny. All right.
1950. American hero goes to strip club, lives life in shame. 2020. American talent doesn't wear a mask, lives life in shame. This is where we're at. Again, yeah. I'll just repeat it. If you were upset by this in any way, get over yourself. Take care of yourself and stop worrying about other people.
Exactly. All right. So that's the little bit on that I thought was funny, where I wanted to get maybe ever so slightly political. All right, here's the palate cleanser to everything we've been talking about. And for those of you who have been spying the entire screen and not looking at where my cursor is the entire time, might already kind of get what I'm getting at. But so KFC recently is putting out a Hallmark movie where I forget the actor's name, but he's a fairly well-known actor that I'm really shit with names, so I don't remember. But they're doing like this like half hour or 45-minute specialty movie on Colonel Sanders and his seductiveness. And
I think I heard about this.
It's like a drama or whatever BS it is. It looks hilarious as fuck. I mean, let's be honest. This is also the same company that came out with a dating sim. It was a KFC dating simulator. And then, ironically enough, a week or 3 later, maybe a month or 2, Wendy's came out with its own tabletop RPG game, which I still have to play. I think I read through a lot of the character classes and how it's supposed to be played. It's hilarious. I want to play a game in it. That's what I got to say about that one. Okay, so my brother called me this afternoon. I was talking to him while I was at the art store. And I was talking to him. He's 11, by the way, folks. He tells me about this. Yeah, read that for yourself.
KFC made a bucket-shaped gaming PC that warms chicken.
You heard it here, folks.
Of course it's Cooler Master. I have a Cooler Master liquid cooler in my computer, and now I'm ashamed. Cooler Master KFConsole. Kentucky Fried Console uses an Intel Nuke NUC9 Extreme Compute Element. What world are we living in?
So
this is the ashes of civilization. Like, how can we get any more like degenerate? I'm like legit disgusted with the state of humanity with this. This is a real thing, isn't it?
It really is.
Does it have an Amazon link? Because I want to buy one and put it on. I'll record it.
I don't think so.
Scrolled. Oh my god.
So this is from Engadget. I also saw it on Twitter, but I saw Engadget, and I know they're fairly reputable. Yeah. So KFC and Cooler Master have unveiled a bucket-shaped gaming PC that also warms chicken. In a sentence I never expected to write in my tech journalism career, by Steve Dent. That's his take on right there. They have oh god, they have a Twitter.
KFC gaming. All right, the 200,000 people that are following this, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you?
Let's watch the video. Let's
dream of winning.
All right.
There's a reason mankind didn't peak with the discovery of fire.
Blind react.
Or the invention of the wheel.
Oh, Mustang.
It's
Yeah.
a feeling inside all of us that compels us to go further, reach higher, and dream of ways to achieve the unachievable. When the odds are stacked against us and it seems like the entire world wants to tell us no. That's not possible. Surely that can't be
Please
done.
demonstrate it warming chicken.
You look up to the stars and say, just watch me.
The production on this commercial is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Broken. We know that dreams are made to be followed. That the impossible is made to be possible. And that gaming consoles are made to evolve. Welcome to the next level in gaming innovation.
Oh my god.
The KFConsole.
Yes.
Can it like
Yes.
Does it just warm it or can it cook it?
I think it just warms it. That's the idea. Oh
my god.
It's a real thing, folks.
It's literally become a thing. Oh my god. This is the end of civilization.
It's kind of cool.
I want this. Like it has a
Look,
drainer.
it says Cooler Master.
It has a draining tray. So wait a minute.
I got nothing for you. It's so funny.
So does this have okay. Hold on. So all right, because I need to know. Does just the process of the computer warm the chicken, or is there actually like a little heater inside?
I think it's supposed to be the process of the computer running. Talking about Cyberpunk. Wow, these Cyberpunk graphics are really struggling on older consoles. That's like what, Grand Theft Auto 2?
Wow, shots fired from KFC.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 2, right? That's what this looks like.
Oh my god.
Right?
I think this is the original Grand. Yeah, it's either 2 or the original.
Okay. Oh god.
Uh-oh, KFC posting Pepe's. Alt-right confirmed.
Wort. You gotta be real old to know that one.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know what's cringier. The fact that, and this is going to sound stupid, but I don't know what's cringier. Like, the console or the fact that KFC Gaming actually has a pretty good meme game.
Actually, if we're going to be completely honest with everyone here, Wendy's, fucking,
Talks
KFC,
mad shit. I
like,
know.
they all talk mad shit. Like Wendy's, like the Wendy girl on the internet is known as the clapback queen. Like, come on.
Yeah. This just further proves that we have reached the end of civilization. Like, anybody who's played Dark Souls, the flame of the world is going out and the age of darkness is coming. Like, this is the end. Gwen's soul no longer powers the flame, and the world will be steeped in darkness. This is the sign of the end times. Here's what I want next. I want a McDonald's, the McPlant. The McPlant. Oh my god.
This person has the perfect reaction to this. Oh no, my week ruined.
Yeah. Like, this is literally... Oh my god.
Our biggest challenge for us is right now is literally is creating a literal console that warms chicken, which requires us to prepare and test many elements of it. Graphics, connectivity, game availability, speed, most importantly, the chicken chamber.
Where do you buy this thing?
I don't know. Well, working from home, since the KFConsole evolved towards almost being the next-gen console somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works well and runs smoothly. We're aware that it might seem unrealistic when someone says that 29 days can make any difference in such a creative and complex machine, but they really do. Some of you might also be wondering what these words mean in light of saying that the KFConsole would be ready sometime soon. Some time ago. Passing certification means the console is ready, can be completed, and is finger clicking good to go. But it doesn't mean we stop working on it. Apparently they're a UK-based team.
Of course they are. Do me a favor.
What?
Go all the way to the top to their ridiculously please, like, retweet that.
Okay.
I need to get that on my timeline. I'm gonna retweet it.
There we are. Retweeted.
That is so.
Instagram. I mean, they've probably had an Instagram since they came out with the dating sim. If we're being honest.
At least they don't have a TikTok. They probably do. What am I saying?
No, I don't. Yeah, Unite.
Can't wait till KFC bows to Winnie the Pooh. Due to the demands of a great leader, we now serve a dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If I had one, 10 out of 10.
Okay. I wish I had more. I wish I had more commentary on this, but it's literally.
This was supposed to be a cold one for you. I wanted your genuine reaction.
This is so bad.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They actually made one.
Oh my god, here it is. Wait. It's on Cooler Master's website. Wait.
Retweet that. Yeah, tweet that out.
Oh, you want me to tweet the
People should be given the opportunity to waste their life to buy this thing.
Wait. Important question. Can it run Cyberpunk? No. Oh, they said yes. Whoa. I know.
That thing better have a 3090 in it.
Yeah, right. All right, we're gonna retweet this.
Oh my god! Go to the website. I need to see. Okay.
Power your hunger.
4K 240 FPS. Okay, this sounds like a pogue. World's first built-in chicken chamber. We're literally giving them free advertising, not that
we
they
really
need it.
are.
Please scroll down more.
It is a G. Oh wait, is that say GeForce RTX? Does it actually have a 3090 in the wireframe here? It might have a 3090.
I hate you so much. It's a single fan 3090. So this thing's gonna explode. It has an i9 9th gen. What graphics card does it have?
Fuck, it doesn't say.
Maybe you're able to add your own.
Well, this is an Asus card, but with Asus powered graphics that runs buttery smooth. A first of its kind hot swappable GPU slot.
So it's a PC.
Oh yeah.
So they're calling it a console, but it's a PC.
Well, yeah, because it fits with the whole KFC thing. So it's the KFConsole, KFC. You know.
Is there a link to buy this thing?
We're gonna see. Finger clicking good 4K quality.
This is dude. It's literally becoming.
Oh, it's got ray tracing. It's gotta be 20 series or 30 series cards.
Okay. This is an exact comparison, but this is kind of how I feel about this. You've seen Demolition Man, right?
I know the movie.
Okay. You should watch Demolition Man. It's a great movie. But do you know what the biggest restaurant in Demolition Man in the future is? It's Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
They're literally considered fine dining. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but this is kind of how I feel about it. It's literally... First of all, Cooler Master already had low, like its reputation was pretty poor. Like, this is just insane.
There's no way this can't be real, or that it's fake, because they have folks like Seagate and Asus on here. This wouldn't be just some fucking joke.
If this was fake, then unless those companies are in on it, then they could be sued.
Yeah.
This is so nonsense. There's not even oh my god, dude. I have to know where to buy this thing. Oh, lucky it's just your first name.
Exactly.
There it is.
It doesn't pop up. All right.
Damn.
Let's see.
Oh my god. products.
Let's see.
Okay, it's not on there. You probably have to search for it.
Oh, that says cases. What kind of bullshit is that?
Just type in KFConsole. You do it. Search. Let's go.
So it is still on Cooler Master's website because it is landing.coolermaster.com. So.
Oh my god, dude.
It's a real thing, though. Yes. It looks like it.
People should go buy this thing and contribute to the fall of humanity. If you spend your money on this, I hate you. Like, if I don't even know you, and I can't believe they have 100,000 followers on Instagram. Who follows a restaurant?
Plenty.
And not even a good one. It's KFC.
Because they're funny.
I wish I had something to add. I wish I was clever enough to... Okay, now we're just going to Wendy's.
I want to see if they have any response.
You should follow these different restaurants. I guarantee they're all owned by the same fucking person.
No. Wendy's has a Twitch.
Is she hot?
I have no idea, man. It could be a VTuber. Doesn't even have to be a real person. They can just put someone in there who sounds effeminate.
VTubers are only interesting if they're Japanese.
If we're talking about the clapback queen, I don't think anyone cares.
All this looking at food is making me hungry.
I know. I feel it.
I kind of want to go get. This
Well,
makes me want
right.
Taco. This makes me want Taco Bell. I can't believe Cruel Cat's Thesis. What's wrong with you? And IGN follow them, of course they do. What is your thoughts on the KFConsole? Console.
Oh God.
See if they respond.
SOLE.
LE. You retard.
Shut
Question mark. There you go. Should I help you with that too?
Thoughts. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where things get slow and you might drop off, but you can't miss out because shit still happens.
Yeah.
I'm still a moron.
Yeah, there you go. And if they ever respond, we'll post the link in the chat.
Damn right.
To their response to see what they say.
Yep, it'll be a pinned comment.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I think we're pretty good here. Yeah, this is this is the shit. We're here. So yep, like Matt said at the beginning, inaugural podcast thing, whatever this is. Thanks for joining us at tea time. Join us again at some point in the future when we actually do something regular. We're trying to do this on Saturdays or releasing on maybe Mondays. But we're not. This is the first one, gentlemen and ladies, lady maybe. So please bear with us, and
we'll work out the kinks as we go on, and we promise not to introduce you to hellscapes and the torture that is the KFConsole in the future.
I thought that was come on, it was funny though.
It was funny, but it's not funny in a ha-ha way. It's funny in a oh my god, I can't believe this is real, please kill me kind of way. It's beyond cringe. It's like your spine is cracking in half as your body contorts from the sheer pain of it all.
Yeah. Also, last minute things, not sponsored by any of these people.
Yes.
FYI. not
Yeah.
sponsored. I personally thought it was haha funny, but Matt doesn't agree.
I see the humor in it. It just depresses me too.
So with that being said, take your tea back to the kitchen. Thank you for joining us on Tea Time, and hopefully you enjoy the bullshit that is what we said, and we'll get back to you with other subjects, and it'll be gaming and other things that we decide. So have a good one there, folks.
I can't believe this is real.
Peace.
See you later. Oh my